What's up, guys? It's Emily back with another video. Welcome back to my channel, guys. So today I know you guys have been haunting me to drop my engagement Q&A, and I promised you guys I will. I was just trying to gather all my questions from different platforms that you guys had asked me. So I got all your guys' questions, and if you guys want a part 2 to this with more questions, I'll definitely do a part 2, but I think I got majority of the questions that I feel like will answer a lot of your guys' questions. So without further ado, leave a like, a comment, and let me know down below what you guys think, and let's get this started. All right, let's start off with the first question that I've got tremendously. If you guys are not following me on my social media, there is thousands of pictures of my ring. I showed it in my previous videos, but I know a lot of you guys had asked me, can we see the ring? So here is the ring, guys. She is beautiful. I'm literally obsessed. Don't mind my crusty hands. I have fat fingers, but that is the ring, guys. Okay. So we're going to start off with the first question. Well, second question now. When are you planning to have your wedding and what season? So me and Matt has been discussing like wedding stuff prior before he even proposed to me. So what our plan was, we want to either have it in the fall or we want to have it like either... I definitely want to have it in October, but if that does not work out, I would love to have it September or August. Like, that type of weather is like the perfect months for a wedding to me. So either August, September, or October. I'm between, for season-wise, I'm between fall or summer. But not like the hot months of summer, more like the late months of summer where it's just like starting to come to an end. So I'm between those months and those seasons, and Matt agrees with this also. It's not just me picking everything. So but our initial one is definitely October for fall. Okay, next question. Do you want a small or big wedding? Okay, I got a lot of questions about this also, like, oh my god, you guys gonna do a big wedding? You guys should definitely have a big wedding. With that question, I have not only my family, but Matt's family also. We both have two big sides of families, okay? And us personally, we do not want a big wedding. We do not like the type of attention. We don't we don't want like 300 plus people at our wedding. We want the people that we know that care about us there, and we want the people that we know that's going to genuinely show up. So we definitely want to have a small wedding. The highest that we're going for family wise and like friends is 75 people. And that's excluding my bridesmaids and his groomsmen, things like that. So between 75 and like 90, the most we're having. And I know you guys are probably going to say that's not really small, but it is to us, because with my family, I have like cousins after cousins after cousins, and then I have like a lot of aunts and uncles, and so does Matt. So, and he has like a lot of extended family himself. So we just want a small, intimate wedding. Okay, do you have a venue in mind? Like I said, guys, I just got engaged. And of course, I've been doing my research. I'm not going to sit here and not say I haven't been looking. I've actually messaged a couple venues to see like prices and things like that, just to get an idea of like package deals and like wedding package deals or things like that. So I have looked, but I do not have a venue in mind. There's one that has stood with me. based off like budget wise and things like that, like where my budget is. I love that one, but I'm still looking. I'm not in no rush to pick one place and be like, yes, this is the place. So yes, I do have one particular venue in mind because of my budget, but I'm not deciding whether if I want it there or not. I feel like it's a mutual decision between me and Matt, but he agrees with that one place also, so we will see by the time we decide to actually like send out invitations, things like that. So we're not making any big decisions right now, like we just got engaged. Where would you want to go to as a honeymoon? Okay, this is a fun question. So me and Matt both said we would love to go somewhere like beachy, like, definitely like a destination honeymoon, because we rather spend more money on our honeymoon than like our wedding. So the 3 places that we would like to go, one of them is, our top one is Puerto Rico as a honeymoon. The second choice would be Jamaica, and the third choice, Matt wouldn't mind going to France, but our top one is Puerto Rico, where we would want to go. It would be a perfect honeymoon to us. I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, you guys should do it like at Greece, things like that, but we rather go somewhere where it's like not too close but not too far either. And I feel like Puerto Rico has its own beautiful island as its own, so I wouldn't mind going to Puerto Rico as a honeymoon. Were you nervous? Was I nervous as in when Matt proposed, or was I nervous as, oh my god, this is a new commitment, this is a bigger change? Because there's a lot with this question that could go both ways, but I'll answer in the best way I can. Was I nervous the night that Matt proposed? I wasn't technically nervous. I was more in shock, of like happiness shock, but I wasn't nervous. And also I wasn't nervous that this was going to be a new, bigger commitment. Me and Matt have been together for 8 years now, and I feel like we've been married all along. It's just like now there's like something to like lock me in. And like obviously people look at like more of the material thing, like, oh, he got you the ring, like this is more of a commitment now. Technically not. Like a paper and like a ring doesn't make you more or less committed to somebody. When you spend that many years with somebody, it's basically like you're like a married couple already. But you know, Matt decided to propose. So I wouldn't initially say I was nervous. I was more crying happy tears, if anything, because I did not expect when he did it that night, I did not expect it. And it was 5 days before Christmas. So no, I was not nervous. I'm actually extremely happy that we're finally making a bigger move to our relationship, but it doesn't feel any different, if that makes sense. Do you have an ideal dress? Oh, I was waiting for somebody to ask me this. I do have an ideal dress. I've had this ideal dress for so long. So I'm gonna have to describe it to you, and I'm not doing a traditional wedding. Let's just get that out of the way. I'm not doing your traditional black white wedding. I'm doing more of what me and Matt both want. So my ideal dress, I want a black wedding dress. And I know, guys, everybody's like, oh, but you should do a white, blah, blah, blah. This is what I want. This is what me and Matt both agreed. My ideal dress would be a black dress, but I want lace up here, lace coming down, and then I want it to be more fitted near the breast part, and then more loose on like where my stomach is, and then loose on the bottom with more lace around it. That's like my ideal. And then I really, 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 really want to incorporate pearls, like pearls to my dresses. Well, pearl to my dress. Well, yeah, dresses if I don't decide to do black. I would want to incorporate pearls to make it like pop a little with the pearl. So I definitely want lace, black, and pearls incorporated with my dress. But if I don't do black, now if I do a summer wedding, I'm definitely doing a white dress. I still want the same theme. I want the lace more fitted near the breast area, loose on the bottom, lace on the bottom. And then I'd probably do pearls to that dress and wear more pearl jewelry. I'm still doing pearl jewelry for my wedding also. So pearls are a big significant thing to me. It's one of my favorite pieces of jewelry, and like, I don't know, I've always loved pearls, so I definitely want to incorporate pearls to my dress, my wedding, things like that. So that's like my ideal dress. I'm pretty sure you guys are like shocked right now, but it's okay. Do you know how many bridesmaids you want? I would say initially either 6 or 8, because I kind of have an idea of who I'm already making my bridesmaids, but obviously that could change. So I'm between 6 or 8. I feel like that's a good amount of bridesmaids, and Matt has that many people anyways, so it would be a nice perfect amount for the both of us. But we could always lessen it by the time we decide. What is the theme you both want in colors? Okay. So the theme we want to do, if we have a if we have a wedding in October, we want to do a Halloween theme wedding. Not initially on Halloween day. We just want to like make it more like Halloween like. Not like where it's like there's I want to incorporate like pumpkins, like more like black, white pumpkins. I definitely want like really beautiful like floral with like black and like the colors that I would like to go for. Well, me and Matt both agreed is the red, not like red, but like more sangria, burgundy colors. And then we want to do sangria black for our colors, but more of the theme we want to do a Halloween like wedding. So we're not going to make it like totally like creepy, but we're going to make it more like modernized, beautiful Halloween wedding. It's not going to be like creepy or like anything on that level. It's just going to be more dark tone colors. But if we have a wedding in August and September, we want to do the white and the dusty blue. We want to do like, for me at least, I want to do dusty blue for my bridesmaids. And then for Matt, he wants to go through the blue route too for September, August. So we're really like, we have 2 different ideas, but we don't know which one we're going to obviously go with. We really want to go for October though, because I feel like it's just fun, different, and it just like is so me and Matt. Do you want a destination wedding? No. Straight no. I do not want to deal with the stress of making sure everybody will get there, things like that. I'd rather it be somewhere where like either New York or my state. Not like international wedding. No, thank you. Are you planning on waiting a while for the wedding, or do you want it soon? I can't really tell you right now. Like, I would love to have it soon, but I wouldn't mind waiting until next year. I'm not going to say I'm waiting like 3 years from now, but I wouldn't mind waiting till next year for the wedding. So it's like properly planned and not rushed. But also like we could just change our whole mind and want to just do something super simple and have like 40 people, you know, like that's how me and Matt are. Like, we don't want something that's like over dramatic or that's going to cause us stress, unnecessary stress for no reason. So we could do soon, but we could also wait till next year. So that's a tossing question, if that makes sense. Do you have a budget? As of right now, I definitely don't want to overspend for my wedding. I'm trying to find like ways to make it the most cheapest route, without making it look like it's cheap, but making it look still beautiful. I'm not a person that likes, expensive stuff, or I would find a way to make it simple, cheap, and still elegant as possible. So, my budget would be at least $2,000. And I know that sounds ridiculous when it comes to venues and stuff, but like I said, guys, me and Matt could change our idea of how many people we would want there, things like that. And I know food, DJ, things like that. There's so much that comes with a wedding, but I'm not spending over a dramatic amount on a wedding. That I'd rather have the wedding more personal than worry about the price to it. And same goes for Matt. Like, he doesn't want like a crazy expensive wedding. Do you think you guys are too young to get married? I'm honestly shocked that I even got this question, because it's not like me and Matt are like 18, 19 years old and we just were together for 1 year and now we're deciding to get married. Nothing wrong with that either, but me and Matt have been together for 8 years and we're both turning 25 this year, and I feel like we're at the perfect age for finally sharing our life together. So I don't feel like we are too young. Do I feel like was it rushed? No, I don't feel like any doubt with how old we are about getting married. Some people get married at 16, some people get married at 18, some people get married at 40. You know, it's when the time feels right for the both of you. And also, you know, if you guys are both happy and you guys just feel like that's your person forever, don't make a person feel like, oh, because you're too young or you don't got your own place. Like, everybody has their own way of tradition, and some people wait till marriage to do certain things, and some people do it before, like some people have kids before marriage. You know, there's no right way to do this thing called life or marriage or anything like that. So I don't think we are too young to be getting married. I feel like we're at the perfect age. Did you know he was gonna propose? Okay, I did, but I didn't. Let me be honest. I felt like Matt was priorly asking me, like, weeks prior, like, to go to the mall and get my ring size, and you know, we would just go to stores and just, I would be looking at something, he would just be like watching me. And then one day we just went to the store and he noticed there was like a jeweler in it. And he's like, oh, let's see if they could check your ring size. And I was like, okay. So we winded up doing that and he got my ring size. And then a couple weeks later, he proposed. Did I think he was going to propose? No. Honestly, like, I was telling one of my guy friends, like one of my guy best friends that are like me and Matt's mutual friend, but we consider him like both of our best friend. I kept telling him I feel like Matt's gonna propose like Christmas Day, Christmas morning, something like that. And I don't know, like something told me like he was up to something, but I wasn't exactly sure what he was exactly up to, if that makes sense. So I did, but I didn't. The night he did it, I was in complete shock. Like, taken back. Didn't expect that. So, yes, I kind of knew, but I didn't know. It's like a yes and no question. All right, guys. Last question. What are your 3 must-haves for your wedding? I don't know if you're initially asking, like, what do I want as a bride, or what do I want for the party, or, like, I'm gonna say what 3 must-haves I want for my party. One of them is food. I definitely want buffet-style food. Another thing I would want as a must-have for my wedding party would be some sort of entertainment, DJ, or like a photo booth, things like that. And then another must-have I would want is I guess like a wedding planner, because I feel like a wedding planner helps you a lot when it comes to planning your big day, and it's not just on you. I definitely would want like somebody to be there to help me with wedding planning. So I think those are like the top 3 must-haves. But yeah. And another question that I actually got was, do you have any rules for your wedding? I seen this trend on TikTok, and I'm gonna definitely do it on TikTok also, but I'll tell you guys like a couple things that I have as a rule. And I know this is gonna sound so like mean, but I don't want kids there. Unless it's like my flower girl or a kid older than like 8. Just because I feel like when you're in the midst of doing your photos or like your first dance, I feel like the kids are running around, the parents are just doing their own thing. I just don't want kids there. I do have a lot of cousins, like little cousins and like older cousins. So I do have a lot of cousins that have kids, or, you know, I just have a lot of like younger cousins on my side. So does Matt. I know it is hard to find a babysitter, but that's just, if you can't come, you can't come. It's just something I just don't want at my wedding. Another thing I want is I don't want cell phones out on like my ceremony time. I want the photographer to capture all the moments. Like, I know everybody's like, oh, but you know, like, I'd rather have my own photos, this, that, and third, but I personally just don't want any cell phones out the day of the ceremony. I just want it to be more an intimate moment, and you know, if I'm in the midst of getting married and saying my vows, I don't want you posting a picture of my wedding while I'm in the midst of doing my vows. So that's another thing. I want it to be more intimate for everybody. I want everybody to I want it to be more of a memory than it being captured. Like, I'm obviously going to have a photographer there to capture it. So I don't want cell phones for the ceremony. I don't care about like the reception, like for the party and stuff, but for the ceremony, I'd rather it be no cell phones. Another rule I have would be, I'm not sure, like, I really genuinely have to think about this, but those are like my 2 main rules, is like no kids and like the cell phone thing. But other than that, if you guys want to see what other rules that I'll have at my wedding, go check out my TikTok. It will be in the description below. But I hope you guys enjoyed this engagement Q&A. I know you guys have been waiting for this, and I'm glad that I finally got to film it for you guys. And like I said, guys, if you guys have any more questions, or you guys want me to do a second part to this or anything like that, I will be more than happy to. But I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.